EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, so happy to be here. We are underway from Dublin, folks, in the NFL International Series. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hey, you block over. Send it in. 319. 319.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. Left side, got Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Rodgers. That is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This will be fielded at the 17. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Here's McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Viking Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the right side with Jones. Down to about the 45. You look at the Steeler defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
To the air with McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And down inside the 15 he goes. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This is caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
McCarthy going to sneak it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here's Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
This is taken at the 15. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Third and 8. Looking to throw McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. A gain of 22. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is McCarthy. And he's going to go down there, a sack. They push him back to the 34. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Rodgers now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
This is jump out. For the 50. Take 30.
Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's gone down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second and 10. Now Rodgers. Pass to the right. There's Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. The Steelers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Here's second and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I had no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18.
Rodgers going to throw. And the RPO, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, McCarthy. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. McCarthy going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Viking 18. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Now he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Steelers 3. Will Reichard the kickoff for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 33-yard line.
Now Rodgers. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, but I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Rondale Moore, 67 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3.
17. Steelers 3. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 16, Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf, and a first down to boot.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, you only called him the disruptor. And now that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, 88.
Looking to throw. Rodgers. It's complete to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
319. 319.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At the 46-yard line.
He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 9-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And McCarthy going to sneak it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. To the air with McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
The score, Vikings 24, Steelers 10. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield,
Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now a second and 10.
258.
Here's Rodgers to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
258.
Back to throw again. Austin brings in the quick throw. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
30.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now McCarthy. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's McCarthy. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns in there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 10. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. To the right side and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 76 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Head the street. Head the street. Let go.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Moore, the man in motion. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. This is caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison, 26 yards. And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Steelers 10. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Plant. Inside. Loop again.
Rodgers now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They give up the middle to Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
630. 319. Back north.
Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert On 3rd and 9. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And score that one for one of the league's best. Jalen Ramsey getting the tackle for loss.
At the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to lose yardage here.